So what's up, people? Today we're talking about gear and specifically why the Sony 24-70 f4 has been my favorite lens lately for video. So just as a disclaimer, I am not sponsored by Sony, so I'm not trying to give any biased opinion. I just feel like I really like this lens. But although Sony, if you're watching this, probably not, but if you want to sponsor me, I got no problem with that. Now, I want to say that this review is not a in-depth review. If you guys want me to do an in-depth review of this lens, you know, where I compare it, where I do different shots and all that, I can do that as well. Let me know if you guys in the comment section if you guys want me to do that. So basically, the Sony 24-70 f4 from Sony. Why do I love this lens? This lens is great because first of all, its size. It is a really small lens, compact, easy to carry, easy to use. It is really lightweight. And what's great about lightweight lens is that you can just put it in your bag, no problem. But also when you're going to use gimbals, when you're using video, when you're shooting run and gun, you want a lens that can fit in your bag but that can also be used on small gimbals like the Zeiss crane or the Moza Air or the DJI Ronin S, you know, and that lens is perfect for that. It's small, it's not as big as the Sony 24-70 G Master f2.8 that is a bulky ass lens. It's really small and it fits perfectly when you're shooting with gimbals, and it is able to give you really good and smooth shots because of that. Another thing I like with that Sony is it's a zoom lens, right? 24-70, and honestly 24-70 for me, for what I do most of the time, is all I need. So I'm able to use different focal length and I don't need to have like 4 primes in my bag, which again gives me more space to put other things in my bag if I need to be out here traveling and doing other things. So the fact that it is small and that also it is a zoom lens, so you can do multiple different focal length, makes it perfect for me. Some people complain about the aperture because it is the aperture of f4, so when it comes to low light, it might not be insane, but if you're shooting with Sony, chances are that your camera is really good in low light and you won't have a problem. For me, I'm shooting with the A7S and it is a beast of a camera in low light, so for me f4 is not that big of a problem. And because it is a full frame camera, then it still gives me good bokeh, and if I zoom that all the way to 70, then I get amazing bokeh from this camera. The build quality is also pretty nice for a lens, and I feel like it can handle some things. I'm not gonna just throw it in water, but I'm not worried too much about the build quality of this lens. It doesn't feel plasticky, and to me, I'm not worried about putting it in my bag and scared of it breaking. You know, I also find the lens to be pretty sharp and that it's easier to focus. Again, because of its aperture of f4, it's also easy to focus when it comes to autofocus. But there is one thing that I'd say that the lens is lacking, and that is when it comes to manual focus. So sometimes I do narrative work, shooting short films or comedy skits and stuff like that, and I want to use my lens manually. And this lens is horrible when it comes to shooting manually because of the focus ring that is just not good for manual shooting. But if you don't need to shoot manual on your camera and you're only shooting automatic, then it's the perfect lens for you. It's versatile. You can use it in different space. You don't have to swap in, swap out lenses for different types of shots, and you just have an array of different focal length to use. Another thing that I love about this camera is the price. It's not as expensive as other big time lenses. Like, you can get it and find it for around $800, even less maybe. That's what I think is amazing about this lens. For $100 price tag, you get something that you can use for many different things and many different usages. And because it works with full frame, you won't have a problem putting it on your A7S, your A7R, your A7S II, or whatever full frame camera you're using from Sony. Now again, I can't tell you how much I love its versatility because I'm a guy that shoots different type of videography. I do wedding videography. I'm starting to get into filmmaking. I'm starting to get into doing music videos, and this lens is amazing because of its versatility. You can use it in so many different scenarios because of the fact that it's a zoom lens and goes from 24-70. And to be honest, I have no complaint about this lens. By the way, this entire video was shot on the Sony 24-70, so let me know what you guys think of the quality and of how the lens looks. Now, if you're still not convinced, this is a little clip that I put out, well, it's a small ad that I shot for the Instagram of a company, but look at it and let me know what you guys think of the footage that was entirely shot on my 24-70. So that's pretty much it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment what you guys think, what lenses do you guys use, and what are your favorite lenses to use for videography. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know whatever other type of videos you guys want me to do related to anything: photography, videography, filmmaking, creativity, life, you know. Yeah, have a good day.